Alright guys, so welcome back to another fanfiction idea, and yeah, this time it's going to be a little fun, a little different. I have done, like, Batman meeting other horror characters, but this is actually one that you could see in reality. Like, this crossover could be a reality, in that DC and Dynamite could get together to do this. And that is none other than Batman versus Reanimator. I've been kind of on a Reanimator kick. A, because we're getting closer to Halloween. B, I just finished the Vampirella Reanimator crossover. I just finished reading that. Really fun, a quick read. I don't know if I'll do a review. I don't know who would be interested in listening to that review, but yeah. So I was thinking, you know what? This is a crossover that actually could happen. So let's talk about, like, my pitch for... I don't know if this is, like, a fanfiction idea or a pitch. I don't know. Like, you could say it either way. So let's talk about this idea I had for a Batman Reanimator crossover. So how this story starts would not be in Gotham. This story would start far in Nanda Parbat, where the League of Assassins have captured Herbert West. Turns out Herbert had been following a lot of the legends of the Lazarus Pits, and he had basically found the Lazarus Pit and was trying to mix the formula within the Lazarus Pit with his reagent to make a new form of a new formula. Of course, that didn't go over well with that did not in any way, shape, or form go over well with Raish and the League. So Raish at first is threatening to kill him, like he's about to kill him, but then he sees the potential that Herbert West's reagent has. But Herbert's like, fine, you can kill me, but you know, if you kill me, then you're never gonna figure out how to make it. I'm the only one who knows how to make this reagent. So Raish comes up with a plan, and Herbert is going to be like the spearhead in his new attack, his new battle against Batman. Yeah, because when you really think about it, like, of course you would have Herbert West look for the Lazarus formula. Like, he would try to seek out a Lazarus Pit and try to use it to make a new reagent. He would do that. So we fast forward to about three months ahead of time. And now Herbert West is working at Arkham Asylum. It's kind of a fun play on, because again, yes, Herbert West is an H.P. Lovecraft character, and Arkham Asylum was the original Arkham Asylum came from H.P. Lovecraft. You just got to do that. So yeah, he's working as a doctor at Arkham Asylum, and he's more or less pretending to be... He's taken on the mortician role, but really what Herbert West is doing is using his reagent, now mixed with a tiny bit of the Lazarus the Lazarus serum, to make a new form of living dead that are like subservient soldiers. Like, they can actually think, but they are under the control of Raish and Herbert. So Batman, of course, is getting wind of these new kind of crimes that are happening, and disappearances, and these crimes are being committed. And one, like, he's looking through, like, when Jim Gordon calls Batman, he's like, "Hey, so listen, I don't know how to tell you this, but my cops just fought a zombie. I don't even know how to tell you that. Like, I don't even know." Like, I know I've encountered weird shit. It's Gotham, and I live in the DC universe, so but fighting a zombie was not something I was prepared for. And the weird thing is, the zombie, like, talked and shot back at us. So, of course, Batman's like, oh shit, this is weird. So, of course, Bruce goes back to the Batcave and starts compiling, like, a dossier and trying to figure out what could have happened. So he does correlate that these form of crime and new kind of creatures are kind of correlate to the arrival at Arkham Asylum of the new mortician Herbert West. So he's like, I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like I've heard that name before, of Herbert West. So, meanwhile, Herbert is still building the undead army, and of course, Raish is overseeing him, and Raish basically tells him, if this fucks up, it's your head, dude. And Herbert's like, duly noted. Failure is, failure, life down the crapper. Got it. Got it, boss. But as the story progresses more, Batman does piece together who Herbert West is. He finds out about all the stuff. I would definitely, if I was in charge of this, I would definitely have it be very much connected to the movies. I don't know if I'd reference all three, but maybe I would definitely reference obviously the first movie, and then bits and pieces of the first movie that he and his assistant escaped and were living in South America for a short time. They came back, they fled again, they got arrested, and Herbert West basically escaped prison in 2004. That was when the last movie, Beyond Reanimator, was the last movie. So yeah, I would reference that. Yeah, Herbert West was quote unquote killed during a prison riot in 2004, when really it was that he escaped into the night and no one knew where he went. So now that Batman knows it's Herbert West, and he reads more of the files, Herbert West was obsessed with trying to control life over death, and he's like, I know exactly who who he's working for. So of course Batman goes to face West, and he's got his zombie soldiers with his advanced zombie soldiers with him. And only this time he's resurrected some of the undead He's brought back undead D-list Batman villains like the Killer Shrike and the first Ratcatcher. He's brought back old D-list Batman villains from the dead to attack Batman. I thought that'd be that would be a fun thing to do, is have the Batman villains that have been dead for a long time be brought back because of course they would be. Of course Herbert would find the bodies of these Batman villains and bring them back. So Batman fights them, and then discovers that Raish's real plan is that Herbert West is preparing. Herbert and Raish, Raish more, is that Raish is preparing to more or less flood the water, fill the rivers with the reagent, and Herbert's like, wait, that doesn't make sense because my reagent only affects the living. There's really no reason why it would happen. It's no, but the water does flow through the earth and in the graves. So we kind of have a Return of the Living Dead moment right there. So Batman is forced to team up with Herbert and stop this undead invasion. So, undead stopped, Herbert West escapes into the night, and Batman's like, if he ever comes to Gotham again, I will break every bone in his body and send his ass to Arkham. So yeah. So there you go. That is pretty much my Batman vs. Reanimator story. You guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of it? Like it, hate it, comment below, let me know. And once again, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I would be so inclined if you guys checked out my Patreon. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I'm out.